When you look, Matt, at Ed Orgeron taking over from a coach who was a proven inspirational leader, a proven guy that gained the respect of the throngs. I know that a lot of the kids like Ed Orgeron. Is he heavy enough long-term to hold down that job and compete with the elite in college football?
Man, your guess is as good as mine right now, but if his track record at Ole Miss is any indication, the answer is obviously no. I was one of the certainly one of the most vocally outspoken against the hire. For what LSU football has been the last 15 years, to hire someone who was not more of a proven commodity as a successful head coach was a risk that I didn't think LSU needed to take because of the interest they had in the job, because of the resources they had available. So if you're asking me today, will Ed Orgeron win a national championship at LSU? My answer would be no. Would he win an SEC title at LSU? My answer would be no. There's nothing that he's done in his career to show that he's that caliber of coach. And even a year ago in the interim, the two biggest games LSU played were Alabama and Florida in Tiger Stadium, and they scored a combined 10 points and lost both those games. Ed Orgeron has done everything right to this point, Mark. He finished out an awesome recruiting class. He hired a great offensive coordinator by all accounts. He kept Dave Aranda in the boat. He's welcomed former players back into the fold. He's got fans buying in. There's nothing that I can say to this point that Orgeron has done negatively, except maybe letting your starting quarterback, who needs back surgery, go through full contact spring drills, which didn't make a lick of sense to me. But LSU and Joe Oliva took a mighty big gamble on Ed Orgeron. And it feels very much like a coin flip. He'll have all the resources. He'll recruit great, and we know that. But for 60 minutes on a Saturday, can he go and win the games that he's supposed to win and have LSU competing for championships? And I can't say that a guy that had, was it 5 SEC wins in his time at Ole Miss, or 3 SEC wins in his time at Ole Miss, is going to have that about face. But look, Joe Oliva knows that his legacy is tied to Ed Orgeron. And the reason that Les Miles was fired, Mark, was not because he couldn't beat Alabama. There's a lot of teams that lose to Alabama, and there's no crime in losing to Alabama. They're the best program in college football. But Les Miles got fired because he started losing games to Arkansas and Ole Miss and giving up 40 at home to Mississippi State. Those are the games at LSU you're expected to win. And if Ed Orgeron can win all of those games and continuously produce double-digit win seasons, he'll have a great opportunity to finish his career here, and maybe one day they'll build a statue of him, and maybe he'll win a title. But he's got a lot of proving to do.
Because as you know better than I do, Matt, the mystery is that you alluded to recruiting a few minutes ago, that outside of Alabama, Ohio State, Florida State, I would say in the last 5 years, nobody has been on par with LSU's recruiting, but those other schools aren't going 9-3, 8-4 every year. So something's wrong. Something's been wrong with talent development or scheme or something that just hasn't worked out. And obviously the trigger man hasn't been there at quarterback either.